Hi-ho everyone, my name's Mr. Fruit and welcome back to Destiny 2, and in today's video we're going to be overviewing and talking through the Inverted Spire, the brand new strike coming to Destiny 2. I'm not sure which planet we're on, I don't know, but it looks really cool. It reminds me of some Dragon Ball Z shenanigans. But if you missed it, yesterday I uploaded a ton of Destiny 2 content, and I've got even more coming today, so check those out if you haven't already. We did a video showcasing all the new subclasses and what to expect from that, as well as one PvP gameplay for each class. Now, this was, you'll see here at the beginning, I'm just kind of freaking out. This was the first time we got to play the game at all, so I was a little rusty, but I'm just like, wow, look at me, I'm a dog blade, I'm doing the things, whoa, I can jump to the ground, whoa! Should note, though, that the loadout I'll be using is some legendary auto rifle. I'm not sure. It felt hardy. It felt right. Like in PvP especially, I really enjoyed using it. I'm not sure. It's a different look from most auto rifles we know. It reminds me more of like a Jalo Supercell body. But it was really, really good, really satisfying to use. Seemed like a slower rate of fire, medium rate of fire kind of auto rifle. And then you'll see here what I just switched to is the Risk Runner, which is a brand new exotic submachine gun. Now, I should hopefully have a video coming out soon just showcasing more specifically all three of the new exotics we got playtime with. But you can see here, I was like, I want to try the submachine gun. And I'm like, whoa, she kicks. And yeah, the submachines most definitely do kick. And then I keep switching weapons. I think. I might not switch off the pulse because it was just so useful. But I kept switching just to try everything for the sake of trying everything, you know, new stuff. I saw a little red pad right here and I'm like, ooh, what is this? Does it kill me? Is it a secret Easter egg? Oh, it does nothing. Okay. So then we head back and we go on a little adventure. There's a little jumping puzzle here. It's not really a puzzle. You just kind of got to jump through it. And then this level specifically, they sure did like using their for lack of a better word, man cannons. I just have always used it since the Halo days. But you'll see here, like, here's one of them. We go jumping around on the whole level. There's quite a few. But this was fun, you know, a nice little mix-up. So, just overview the strike and what I thought of it. It always felt like the strikes in Destiny 1. They were fun, but it always felt like there could be something more. I could never tell you what. That was the thing. Oh, here's the grenade launcher, by the way. Had quite a bit of drop, so I was still trying to figure it out. I missed way too many shots. Just ignore that. I think I missed like all of them. But I just wanted to try it out. I thought, ooh, a new weapon. But yeah, so it always felt like there could be something more. And people would always ask me like, oh, well, then what would you add? I'm like, well, I don't know. That's just it. I don't have an answer. So I feel bad for saying it. I don't know what to fix. It just always felt like something's missing. So with this strike, I will say that this felt like the best strike we've had in Destiny thus far. So the strike up until the boss, which you're seeing right now, is pretty typical of what we've come to expect of like a Destiny strike. Whole bunch of, you know, move from point A to point B. At certain points, you know, hold down the fort to capture X or defend Y, something like that, you know? So we came behind this enemies and messed them up. And I gotta play the strike with both the Dawnblade and the Striker. I don't have the Striker footage though because it was on PC. So I'll talk about the differences in a second. But everything up until the boss fight, like I had mentioned, felt pretty run-of-the-mill, nothing too crazy. But the boss fight is what really is shown to me. Like if every strike has a boss like that, which it sounds like it will, they all hinted and made sure to make note of the fact that it's 3-stage boss fights. You'll see here too, I just picked up some power ammo. So it looks exactly kind of like, it just looks like an upgraded heavy ammo box. Like the energy weapon and the power weapon still have the green and purple drops. So at first I was confused. I'm like, oh, special, oh, heavy. But it's just a name difference, not too much there, nothing too crazy. But I think I popped my Dawnblade here. Do I? Oh, yeah. Check it out. What's this? You take a fiery sword, and you take a fiery sword. Huh? You want some? You want some? Oh, I messed that Minotaur up. First time using Dawnblade, and it felt right. It felt like I'd been using Dawnblade all my life. But yeah, that was fun. So anyway, yep, nothing too crazy on the strike leading up to the boss fight. You'll see here there's like this drilling part where there's this huge machine, and it was kind of a pain. That was the fun part for me too as well. Kind of a nice mix-up. And these enemies are really interesting. I don't know. I just like how they look. They're called gladiators. They're part of the Red Legion. I think we'd originally seen in one of the teasers, but they just have huge, like, butcher knives. They'll mess you up. So, again, I don't know if I'm going to make an entire video dedicated to my thoughts on Destiny 2. I don't know. Since I've been doing so many commentaries, it's just kind of split across all the different things. So I will say that a lot of people, again, are mentioning how Destiny 2 doesn't look like a brand new game. And again, as I'm trying to tell some people, like, I understand why people have some reservations. I have some reservations and hesitations from what we've seen. But also, it's important to know I'm still holding on to hope that they're still holding some cards close to their hearts. You know, they haven't just, you know, blown their entire load at the gameplay reveal. Maybe they have. I don't know. We haven't seen specifics yet. But the important thing that what I'm thinking is happening is we all know, or at least, you know, the people that played a lot of Destiny 1 and stuff, we know that something happened in the studio previous to the original launch. They had to rush out Destiny. It wasn't exactly what they had envisioned. So what it seems like is Destiny 2 is going to be the Destiny 1 they wanted, which isn't a bad thing. As I'd mentioned, if you like Destiny 1, you're going to love Destiny 2. It's a refined version. Okay, so again, I'm saying all these things, but I gotta play like 2 hours. Okay, we had a small snippet. So again, take everything I'm saying and everyone else is saying with a grain of salt. We don't have the big picture yet, so it's hard to say. But I will say, from what we've played, it felt like a refined Destiny 1, which isn't a bad thing. Again, if you enjoyed Destiny 1. So I don't know what the entire experience is, and I'm not gonna immediately dismiss that there will be some cool stuff, because the thing is, we don't know about auxiliary progression. We don't know about endgame. We don't know about any of that. We don't know about loot drops. We don't really know anything about the loot 'em, shoot 'em part of the game, which is obviously the addictive part we've all come to love. The shooting part feels great again, and I'd mentioned this in a PvP gameplay, and that's for a reason. I think the gunplay of Destiny 2 and the gunplay of Destiny 1 is what makes it feel so hearty. Like, that's not their problem. Their problem isn't the gunplay. They've listened, though. Like, everybody's like, there's a lack of story. Well, it seems like there's plenty of story now, which I'm down for. So we'll have to see how that is. Look at this new Colossus, though. Dude, gonna mess you up. I think I get my super here, though, and watch how fast I melt this drill site security guy. Ready? Watch this. I think I pop it here. I do like the new way they look, though. I like the new elemental shields, too. But ready? Just boom, boom, boom. Oh, my gosh. He was there, and then he wasn't. I'm a magician. What am I talking about? Anyway, I'm excited for PvE. From what we've been playing, the campaign seems, again, to be spectacular. I'm sure the first mission, you know, it's always the catchiest and the flashiest. But if the rest of the missions are like the first mission, then I'm not worried about the campaign. The campaign's going to be absolutely fantastic. All the cutscenes and whatnot. So again, it's just, for me, I'll just go ahead and, you know, say some of my reservations. We saw a lot of cool stuff. You can see there too. I was testing if I can shoot through the Titan barrier. You can't. It's a no way shield, I guess. Nobody can do it. But I don't know if we wipe up here. I think I did on the PC strike when I was the Titan. But you'll see here, you come over here, capture this thing, and then again another like man cannon gravity lift sort of situation. But I'm excited for PvE. The thing about Destiny 1 was, even with all of its flaw, there's nothing quite like having something to do in Destiny. It's a really good feeling. So for me, my hesitation is content. Are we going to have the same problem again? Because they mentioned again, we only have 4 planets. Fair. That's, I think, the same thing we had Destiny 1. So that's why some people are like, well, what the heck? Like, only 4 planets? We have to wait to see. Like they said, the European Dead Zone is 2 times bigger than anything they've ever done. Okay. Well, is that, like, in regards to what? If it's 2 times bigger, is there still more stuff to do? Is every planet as big as that? It's just, I want to make sure we have stuff to do. It's not going to be the same thing where we blow through the campaign in, like, 2 days. We hit max level pretty quick, because we also don't even know what that is. In this test build, we're like level 20, 200 light. But even in the gameplay trailers they showed to us, they were higher light level. They were like 200 something. They were further in. So again, we don't know what build this in, like where in development we're playing. So again, it's hard to say. A lot of those things I think are finer tuning closer to release, because as long as they have the systems in place, they can do whatever they want. But again, Stuff like that. You know, what is endgame going to look like? Will there be enough content? Some people are saying, like, only one raid at launch. We've had that before. Should we expect 2 raids? I'm listening to every side of the stories of what everyone's thinking, and I think we do have a right to kind of... I mean, all we've seen of Destiny 2 is this. So I think we have a right to either be hesitant or be excited about certain things. I think if you can be excited about something, why can't you be hesitant about it? You know what I'm saying? So don't immediately dismiss some people's hesitations and reservations, but at the same time, don't immediately dismiss some people's excitement and hype for it. So you see here at this at this junction of the map, I didn't realize where we were going. I thought we just had to destroy these snipers. So I was like, let me switch to my sniper, and I lost almost all my power ammo. But I was like, line it up, nice, and I ran out of ammo. And this is when I was like, okay, well, do we really just have to sit here and shoot? There's got to be something. And then I saw the waypoint on the map, and I was like, wait. Oh, guys, this way. Come on, lads. So we found our way. Graphics, though, freaking beautiful. I mentioned it before. The game looks amazing. Again, we were playing on PS4 Pros at 4K 30 frames. At this point, it's been confirmed console only 30 frames, if you didn't already know. Messed up that Incendior. So this is the drill part I was talking about. Kind of like a little running, jumping puzzle. And so this is kind of where it felt... So the first time around, of course, it felt new. I was like, oh my gosh, where do we run? Avoid the drills. As soon as I found the way, though, immediately when I played the PC Strike, so I was like, ooh, careful. When I played the PC Strike, I had almost immediately learned the way, and boom, I busted through this part of the map, which is fair. I mean, they probably anticipated that, but that's just kind of where it felt like the old Strikes, you know. I don't know what happened there. I think he pushed me, maybe. I got killed by the architects, but almost everyone's dying. Boom! There, here you can see the new Fist of Havoc in action, just continuously slamming and charging, Look alive. So, yeah, again, kind of how every Strike goes. First time you play it, there's something new and crazy. Now, again, not a lot of Strikes had something like this. I do appreciate the fact that with the 3-part boss fight, and with like the little jumping puzzle like this, or I don't really know what you would classify this as. It's not quite a mini raid. I guess that's what I would like to see a Strike become, a mini raid. So maybe like keep the 3-boss part at the end, but maybe midway of the Strike there's a little boss fight, you know, like a mini boss fight, and then more stuff like this. I don't know. You can see here though, I'm completely lost. I'm like, okay, so where am I going? And then I realized I'm at the edge of the map, and I'm like, I don't think I belong here. And then I realized it was right there. I ran right past it. My bad. So we got the revive, and we continue along our way. And then upcoming is the boss fight, which you guys will get to see. Now, the interesting thing are the power ammo changes and the sandbox changes. So a lot of people have been reserved about the fact that we have 2 primaries, but now all of that cool DPS stuff we used in PvE is a power weapon. Because in PvP, that just makes sense to me. I'm excited about that fact. 2 primaries, primary duels, the rest of like the one-shot stuff is reserved for ammo and stuff. But a lot of people have been like, well, what about PvE? Because that was where a lot of our DPS came from. And it was helpful to have 2 different builds for certain situations. Like, I have a sniper for this part of the DPS phase, and then I have a rocket launcher for like whatever, like, I don't know, wave management or something. So here you see, what the fudge is his name? I don't even know. Protheon. So we got to mess this dude up. So about every 3rd health he loses is when the boss fight changes. You'll see the map changes and how he usually interacts changes. I actually didn't know this. Interesting. First fight, he appears to be doing void damage, and I know the last part of the fight he's doing arc damage. So I don't know if he did solar in the 2nd phase. I guess we'll have to wait to see. I hadn't even noticed that. I was just so busy trying to shoot him and destroy his life. But that's something interesting to note. So I imagine, for instance, since they threw the shotgun, the fusion, the sniper into the power slot, that they must have tuned its DPS or something, right? You would think. So that, sure, it's not as readily available as anymore. So here you see the map changing, by the way. And I was like, oh my god, what's happening? And I'm like, oh, okay, we just go down here. And it's cool with the Warlock. You can do your little jump here to like save jumping or fall damage and stuff. So again, you would think that they've adjusted the DPS. Oh, hey, he is solar. Interesting. I didn't even notice that. Well, the more you know. Well, no, he is shooting arc though, right? Oh, but this is part of it. You have like kind of the floor is lava thing going on here. It took me a little while. So he slams the ground. I think if you stand on one of the like 4 podiums, you avoid it. But otherwise, you can see here, I just try and stay in the air for as long as possible. It didn't work very well right there. I get better at it later, okay? Quit yelling at me. But yeah, I can understand why people are a little upset. I imagine they have balanced it between PvP and PvE for it to make sense. We won't know yet until we get a lot more time to play around with it and actually, you know, try it for ourselves. Like, are these changes good? Because it does seem like the power ammo drop isn't drastically different than the heavy ammo drop. I don't have a lot to pull through, literally just like this one game. So it's hard to say. But yeah, I felt like you're going to have to be more strategic when you use those things. And here comes the Dawn Blade. Bum, 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 bum. It's like, wait, what the fudge? Where'd he go? And I wasted because the map changes. And the last one was the craziest and the most hectic. So you have to sit on this little island, tons of ads come through. And then once you DPS him enough, his like head falls off and his crit spot changes, which I didn't notice at first. And also the worst part, I don't know if those were, you'll see them later, fanatics start coming in. And those are super annoying. We all know fanatics from Vaulted Glass. But they'll come through, obviously explode. They have the little pool of damage that you can take. But yeah, once we get him to this last 3rd bar, I think it changes. But again, I had a lot of fun with this fight. Again, it didn't feel like the same kind of strike fight. It felt like a mini raid boss, which is what I'm hoping is most of the strike. You can see right now too, I'm using the exotic perk for the submachine gun, which I should have a video detailing more. But pretty much, if you take arc damage, it powers this thing you can see on the left called Arc Conductor. And while that's going on, your shots have a chance to chain and return ammo. So you can see here, I'm not losing ammo when the perk was active. I was just letting the bullets loose. So I don't know, the supers felt really fun to use in PvE. Like I mentioned, I had used Striker. The Striker felt really good at wave management because with the perks they had, you're able to clear minions and you get a lot of your super energy back. And like if I were to clear that wave I was looking at right now, I would get back like all the super energy it took to expend to kill those guys. So you can just know through them. And then here's the phase change. So I was like, Shve is his precision. I accidentally hit it right there. I didn't even know this actually. But yeah, it's the belly of the beast. So the Dawn Blade felt really good. It felt like it had really solid DPS. It's a lot easier to hit the Dawn Blade on big old bosses than in like when I'd mentioned in PvP. But at this point, I'm like, oh my gosh, there's so much happening. I'm gonna die. Don't die. Don't die. Don't die. And then the Gunslinger is the only one I didn't get to try in PvP. Or, sorry, in PvE. And hey, there's some power ammo. And the thing why that's so significant is because we didn't have the second attunement of the Gunslinger unlocked. And if you're, again, you're unfamiliar with what I'm talking about, I did a subclass video so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. But the Gunslinger can do precision damage. So I want to see how much damage a Gunslinger can do with those shots in PvE. Because I feel like it's got pretty solid DPS. And then, of course, our first fight, our first win, my first Destiny 2 strike. Of course, I had to teabag the old modular mine right there. That's right. Take it. Oh, get it. But yeah, no loot drops. But again, just the build we're playing in. Nobody freak out. We're gonna get loot drops in the future. Okay? So, with all that said, of course, with all these commentaries, I've been all over the place. There's a lot to talk about. But hopefully you got some of the gist. I'm excited for Destiny 2, and at the same time, I'm reserved about Destiny 2. I'm still gonna play it and enjoy it. If it's more of Destiny 1, that's cool. I was expecting a little more grandiose kind of thing. I don't know, a bigger jump. So I guess the best way, yeah, I can say it is, from what I saw, it looks fun. I'm gonna enjoy it. Could I enjoy it more though if they implemented some more stuff? Yes. But again, we saw a small glimpse of what we have in the future. They had outlined a few points. So again, I'm hoping, I'm praying that they're hiding some stuff out there. We don't know, though, and we won't really know until we get closer to release. Either way, though, I'm still excited for Destiny 2. Don't get me wrong, and hopefully a lot of you guys are too. And again, if you're not, I can understand why. But with that said, hopefully you guys enjoyed that little look at the strike. Some more Destiny 2 content coming as always. Subscribe if you want to get those notifications. Thank you very much for watching. Have yourselves a fantastic day. I'll talk to you in the next one. Farewell.